Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Elinor Salter and I'm a style coach and my company is Your Style Renaissance. And tonight I'm here with Liana from Liana's beauty company in Cheltenham, and she is going to give us a masterclass on how to do just a natural everyday makeup for the older woman. So here is Liana.
Hello everyone, I'm Liana. This is Liana's beauty company. Excuse the PPE, safety first. So Elinor is going to be my client and we're going to do an everyday look using my kind of favourite products and Elinor's also. Let you get your headband ready. So what we're going to start off with, Elinor has already moisturised. So we're going to start off with primer. You start off with primer, and this is to go in the base of your foundation underneath, and this is really just to give your foundation, this one is Lancome Prep and Hydrate, and it's going to give a really dewy finish underneath your foundation even, and then this is going to kind of shine through your foundation. It's going to help your foundation last longer, but it is also going to encourage the dewy look, which we want to encourage, especially if you find you've got older skin. Some products can sit quite heavily in the lines, whereas if you use dewy products, you tend to find that doesn't happen as much. It just gives you a really healthy glow. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand.
And this will also help to keep makeup in place, will it, if you're having hot flushes and
yes,
sweating?
If you are prone to hot flushes, a primer is an excellent idea. I actually heard on the radio the other day that women in Australia don't sweat their makeup off, and it's because all of them prime daily.
Oh, that's interesting.
As part of their makeup routine. So I'm just going to apply this with fingertips. A lot of the makeup that I tend to do, I like to do fingertip application. Again, I love Trini London products, and she is all about fingertip application. Quick in the morning, we don't have time to be faffing around with brushes, so just want to keep it simple but effective. I'm not going to put this primer over the eyes, and that is simply because I'm going to use a different primer for the eyes. And this is being a dewy finish, it doesn't actually sit very well underneath an eyeshadow. It's designed for the skin.
And does this, because a lot of the times I find if I use a primer and then a foundation from a different company, it tends to get a flaky effect.
Mm-hmm.
It flakes off. So does this sit with any other? Do you have to use the same product, the same brand?
No, you don't. That primer would sit quite happily, I think, under any brand. It's not dry, and because it's all about hydration, it shouldn't go flaky. So now we're going to go on with my favourite product. So this is Trini London, and then this is their BFF cream. So this can be used instead of a moisturiser. It is SPF 30, and what you used to do is you just put plenty on the back of your hand, and then we're just going to pop this all over the face. And this will change colour. Apply it with your fingertips. It's designed for fingertip application. As we were saying earlier, this is great if you do suffer from hot flushes and you are struggling to keep your makeup on. This would be excellent to keep in your handbag. As the day goes on, if you have sweated your makeup off, you can just grab this, go to the bathroom, quick reapplication. I don't even think you need to go to the bathroom, to be honest. I think you can pretty much feel what you're doing with it. It's pretty foolproof. Get it all over. Doesn't need to be precise, it's not foundation. I've pulled down the neck there, but actually it's not designed to be going down the neck. You can, but it doesn't need to. Because it's going to blend to your exact skin tone, you don't need to spend ages trying to get it to work down your neck. And you can see that now change in colour.
It's amazing, isn't it? And if you apply more on top of that, will it make it go darker, or does it still stay to say
That's about all that it's going to do.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's lovely. It's very natural looking, isn't it?
Natural but dewy. I think it just really enhances your natural skin. We're now going to use the Trini London. This is Amelia. So that was light medium that we used all over your face. This is now a pot of foundation / concealer. And this, you do your BFF cream. And then this again is designed for fingertip application. And we are just going to put this under the eyes, and you're only going to put this in areas where there is noticeable blemishes. The whole point of Trini London is to enhance your natural skin. we aren't covering up your skin. We are just enhancing what you already have. Just like that. You'll find when you're really young, you want to put on 10 tons of makeup. And as you get older, we then want to enhance what we have. Just like that. I think we realise that 10 tons of makeup's not always a good look.
Exactly. I think the more makeup you wear when you get older, if you're not careful, the older it makes you look.
100%. I think you have to be so careful with it. And I think that is why Trinity London has tapped into a market, because there just was no one really doing this type of thing.
No, and it's the same all the way through. It fascinates me that there are so many people in midlife, and there are so many brands that don't do anything for you.
And don't cater for women.
No, not at all.
And that is a massive market.
Yeah.
They're missing a
huge
trick.
market. The same with clothes, with shoes, with
It's so
accessories.
So, that is your base. We're now going to finish it off with the Laura Mercier Glow Powder. This is my miracle product. I just think this makes you look so glowy in the summer. And you don't need hardly any, it'll last for ages, and I just use a large brush, and I'm just going to finish off this look, going down the top of the nose, over the side of the cheek, and then on the T-zone, very lightly. We don't want too much of that because it really goes. But I'll let you have a look. See the way it's catching the light there. What a difference. So we're now going to go in with brows. I use the HD Brow Tech products. Personally, for me, HD Brow products are the absolute best. And they're just really precise, so you can get a really good defined brow that's very natural. So I'm just going to comb up. And I'm just going to pencil these brows in. And I find with the Brow Tech products, they're so easy to use, and you can just get a really good shape. I pencil that in. I'm just going to blend that with my brush. Blending it just gives it a very natural finish. With all makeup, for eyeshadow or for brow products, blending is key. You cannot blend too much. Just keep going until it looks natural. I'm using Vamp colour. I find this is perfect for an ash blonde. It's perfect for an ash brown. It's just a good all-rounder colour. So Vamp is a good place to start if you are thinking of investing in a HD Brow Tech. They are about £19.50, but I personally think they're well worth the money. I haven't found a brow product that works just as well.
Do they last a long time?
Unfortunately. They're designed that way.
I've tried so many brow products though. And
that is the thing, it's so hard to get a good one. So although they are expensive, for time, I get about two months out of it. It's not too bad. But it's so hard to get. I find the colours for the brow products, sometimes they're so red undertone.
I was going to say exactly, especially when you try to get something for a blonde.
Yes.
My brows naturally are non-existent. They're very, very pale.
And getting the right undertone for being blonde, I don't want brown brows.
No.
Or a red undertone brow.
Yeah.
So it's very tough to find a brand that is making an ashy undertone.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to use the HD Brow Beater product. This is great if you really like that fluffy brow look. So I'm just going to brush through the brows with that. You can decide how upright you want the brows. You could have them all styled upright, but it just gives a very texturized finish to the brow. We're then going to go on with eyeshadow. So we're going to start with the number 7 eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is a must if you are wearing eyeshadow. It stops the eyeshadow from sinking into the creases on your eyes, and it just makes the colour so much more vibrant. So I'm going to just put this just over the lid. I don't think there's need to have it under the eye, but it's personal preference. And again, we were discussing this earlier, that the eyelid can kind of discolour and go slightly different shades. So this is just a great way to even out the eyelids.
I also find that nowadays putting on eyeshadow, it clumps quite a lot. It doesn't seem to go over like it used to.
And using a good primer will definitely stop that. So I'm now going to go in with the transition eyeshadow. So transition, this is what we're gonna put this on the crease of the eye. So in this dip here. Now transition eyeshadow should always be applied with a transition brush, which is this fluffy brush here, and it should always be matte. The over the lid can be a shimmer, but over the crease must be a matte, and it's a great indicator so that we don't end up with shimmer going all the way up to the top of the brow, because that can be an unusual look and not always recommended. So it's always a great way to know where to stop. So I'm going to use my Morph palette, and I'm going to use a very pale peach. You would almost think that that wouldn't show up on your eye, but if we apply it with the correct brush and in the right way, it will add some depth. So I'm just going to lift up. I'm looking not too much, we don't want to lose the crease, so ever so slightly, and it's along here, and we're going to go back and forth in a windscreen wiper motion. I've gone for a peach because I am using a nice golden shimmer over the eye, but you can go for a more ash effect. It really just depends what colour you're going to use. And again, blending, you can never have too much blending with makeup. I'm now going to just use a standard eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to now use a shimmer. So over the lid, you can apply a matte or a shimmer. If you are applying the matte, I would suggest using the same matte you use for the transition eyeshadow. However, I'm going to use a shimmer. We're just going to do a really light peach shimmer. And again, we're just going to work this into the eye. And now I'm going to go back with my transition brush, and I'm just going to blend those two. It's all about blending. Just keep blending until it looks natural. And now I'm going to use that transition colour. I'm ahead a step ahead of myself. Eager. So I'm going to use Elinor eyeliner for hygiene reasons. This is a number 7 eyeliner as well. It's actually a very good eyeliner. We don't have to be too precise with this because we are going to go back in and blend in a minute. We could, for a nighttime look, put some on the outer corner on the top of the lid, but because this is every day, I think that's just enough. I'm now going to use this brush. This is just my standard eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to blend that eyeliner. So now I'm going to use my standard eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to let you look at. So I'm using my transition colour underneath, I'm not using the shimmer underneath, and I'm just going to blend that eyeliner out so it's not as severe using my transition colour. And I'm then going to take my glow powder again, and I'm just going to put a little bit of shimmer on the inner corners. And putting a shimmer in the inner corner is just really going to make the eye pop, and it just makes your eyes look really wide-eyed. I'm then going to use Elinor's On Mascara, again number 7. I'm just going to let you look straight ahead. I'm going to let that dry a second. I'm just going to put a little bit underneath, but for every day you do not have to put mascara underneath. You can just put it on top. It's up to you how heavy you like to go. So I'm now going to round in the eyes. I'm going to go in, this is a YSL concealer, it's a Touche Eclat one, my personal favourite. I'm going to put a bit on the back of my hand, and it should always be one shade lighter than your skin tone. And I'm going to just put this under the eyes, and this is just really going to highlight under the eye. Again, at this stage, if you found that you really struggle with concealer going into your creases, you can use a powder, just a mattifying powder, and just literally just pop that over the top of that concealer. That's called baking, and that would just really stop the concealer seeping into the lines.
So over the top of the concealer?
Yes. always over the top, so the concealer would be the base.
Yeah.
One shade lighter under the eyes, and then the mattifying powder, again, I would always say to use lighter than your skin tone under the eyes, because that's really going to highlight the eye.
Yeah.
And then just put that, quite a good decent amount on, and just put that just under the eyes, and that stops, that's a industry secret, stops your concealer seeping into the cracks. So we're now going to use blusher. This is Benefit Dandelion Blusher. It's just a really natural colour. It's also a little bit bronzy, so it does give that bronze look, but a lot of people do like to just wear bronzer during the day. It's up to you, but we're going to use blusher, so we're just going to put this over the tops of the cheekbone. Not too much, but enough so we can see it. And blusher just gives you such a healthy glow, it makes such a difference when you put it on. And we're now just going to finish with lipstick. So we're just going to use, this is my favourite product at the moment. This is Chanticleer. You can buy that in Cheltenham, in Space NK. It's a French brand. Again, this was £21 for this lip liner, which is a bit on the high end scale. But it is so dewy and so natural. You can just use it as it is, and then just put a little bit of lip balm on. And this is going to give you, like we were saying earlier, your lips can appear quite thin as you get older.
Yeah.
And it just really naturally is going to fill out your lips. And you can use it on its own with a bit of lip liner, or I do have the lipstick, which just is such a lovely jewel over the top of this.
It's interesting you're saying it's dewy.
Yes, all the products I tend to use are dewy. I do like a dewy finish. But it is just a little bit darker than your natural lip colour. So it's so natural. But it still looks like you've got something on there.
And it doesn't drag like a lot of the
No, that's it, you can tell. Although it's a little bit more expensive, it feels expensive. And then I'm going to use the Chanticleer in Patience, and this was designed to pair with this lip liner. Now I'll just let you pop your lips together. And then just to finish off, I always just go over again with a little bit more highlighter. And I'll let you pop your headband off, and that is you. Ready for an everyday look. If we were doing that quick, that should take us 20 minutes.
That's lovely. Brilliant.
What do you think? How does that look?
Oh, it looks lovely. I love it. Love the foundation looks so natural. That's lovely. Really lovely. I love that. And I love the brows as well.
Yeah, they do
That's
make
great.
such a difference.
Such a difference. It just makes your eyes just stand out. But yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
That is all.
Brilliant. Well, that's all for now. We are going to try and do a series of these, so certainly one before Christmas with Christmas makeup. But if anybody has any ideas of what they would like and what they'd like to ask Liana or myself about dressing for the older woman, then please, or do makeup for the older woman, then please do leave comments below. And we will do our best to do another video for that. But thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.